What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen back with Xbox Beast Fire. Again, everyone's still talking about Gamescom. Microsoft had another showing today. Also, too, Sony teased off some new hardware that they're about to announce. We can talk about that. Let me put this in the back. You guys are still filling in. Hit the like button. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Actually, do I sound clear? Do I sound good? I'm sounding good, everybody? Sound good?
Yeah, you sounded good.
Yeah.
All right. Who we got here today? I didn't even look at my screen. We got here. All right. A few people still joining. D said he's running a little late. But anyway, diving right into this. They had their Gamescom 2017 presentation yesterday. You know, if you don't know, you're new here. I've been very critical of the show. To me, it wasn't a good showing. I think it's either go hard or go home. You know what I mean? Some of you guys, you know, their life was this channel. You more or less know how I feel and how I've been voicing my concerns the last couple of weeks about this direction or this President's Day that Microsoft that we have right now. You know, and it's not just like I said, the lack of exclusive. I mean, I don't understand some of the decisions that are made that come from up top. You know, so anyway, like I said, I'm gonna go across the board and get everybody. Also, I got some new people in here today. My man Xbox Juice down with the Broadband Bullies. He's on the podcast that we did, Broadband Bullies. You can check him out there too. But anyway, like I said, Shannon Lockton takes to the stage. Like to me, it was just like a "what are you doing" moment. Takes to the stage and says something about the casuals, and she shows off at the bottom of the screen Disneyland. 4K enhanced or Xbox, we call it Xbox enhanced, Zoo Tycoon and Rush, you know. And it's these decisions here that leads me to believe that I think they're out of touch with their core audience. No one's going to buy a Xbox One X to play those games enhanced. It is what it is. Also, you took the time, money, and resources to enhance those games, but you give us games like Phantom Dust in the original assets. Stuff like that I don't understand. There's no excuse for that, you know? And then, again, today they had an hour show or so. Went over the top, you know, you had Aaron out there dressed like God of War, you know, Kratos, and dressed like Caesar running around with a sword. And he advertising the Age of Empire on the Xbox platform, and it's a PC exclusive. And listen, I don't care for Age of Empire. It's not my type of game. I'm not into RTSs. But you take your console platform and you advertise for an hour. Had a better showing for that, and then you did your Gamescom presentation yesterday. And you're advertising Age of Empire, a PC Windows 10 exclusive. Now, on the flip side of things, check it out, right? Every console exclusive that we get this year and next year above are all going to Windows 10 PC. So what are we doing here? What is the direction? Like I said before, it seems like this Microsoft now, and I don't have anything against the PC guys, but I'm talking about the console side of things. They're so worried about pandering to this PC demographic, you know what I mean, all these casual gamers, that you're forgetting about your core gamers, your true Xbox fans. And this is not what I'm not cool with that. You know what I mean? So again, like I said, I'm gonna shut the hell up. Post up. I'll start with you. You're first one on my screen here. His mic is muted. Needles, yeah.
What's up? I'm here.
All right, well, post up. Microsoft's Gamescom yesterday. What were your thoughts?
I'm disappointed. I'm highly disappointed. My feelings ain't as tumultuous as yours was early, but they're getting there. This is Microsoft has no identity outside of Halo, Gears, and Forza. Other than those three franchises, I don't know. I mean, third party, that's going to be there. But I'm not talking about third party. I want exclusives. Oh, I miss the OG days. Crazy lineup of games. I think the management understood who their audience was. You know, the dude bros, the hardcore gamers, the guys who wanted the most powerful console and wanted to play the all games on that system because they knew it played better. I think they lost track of that. I think they're trying to I don't know if they trying to. Man, I'm just so disappointed. I'm losing train of thought, man. I don't even know what to say. The conference was trash. It wasn't even a conference. It was a session of interviews of content that we already knew about, games that they've been talking about for the last 3 or 4 years, on top of games being pushed back. I mean, I think Phil had stated on his Twitter that they had a special announcement, a big announcement, and it was nothing. And I guess it was the Age of Empire,
Yes,
but
sir.
that doesn't affect your audience, your core audience. You know what I'm saying? The people that pretty much built Xboxes, the
Yes,
guys
sir.
that's on this panel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for you not to cater to that audience, I understand you got your casuals, but for you not to cater to your fan base, the guys that built you and
Yes, sir.
stuck with you, even when motherfuckers saying that y'all didn't have a chance. You left us out in the cold. Or we're knocking on the door, you won't let us in.
Yeah.
We're trying to take a ride, you won't open the door.
Talk to me.
I feel like I just got left behind. You won't have. You won't even let me get a seat at the table. I can't eat dinner with you. There's something going on. Something wrong. It was disappointing, bro. That's how I feel. Disappointed.
All right. Nathan.
Post up.
You go. Talking.
Yeah, okay. So you felt you were left behind, and I can agree with that, but I felt fucking bitch slapped. They made me watch this retarded ass Gamescom that could have been just a fucking YouTube update, or this week on Xbox, the boring edition. Anyways, this was a complete waste of time. I don't know why pre-orders weren't ready at E3. They just planned this all along. That's why the FCC was so fucking slow, because they did it late, and they just wasted everyone's time. No one remembers this Gamescom. We remember the pre-orders. That's all.
Yeah, that's a good point. That was the highlight of the show, and that in itself, I'm gonna be quiet about it. Jesse, talk to me. You there?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
What did you see Gamescom? Did you see it? Did you check it out?
Yeah, I watched Gamescom later on. I didn't watch it live, but I watched it later on. All I gotta say is that I was hyped that they got the Xbox pre-orders out, but then when the games that they showed for it, it was like, really. Like, you're announcing the pre-orders right now, and these are the games that you're showing to back it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it feels like they just put these games out and stuck a sticker 4K on it, just to be like, look, we got 4K games. And then they announced, like, a big announcement was for a game that's only coming to Windows 10 PC.
Yeah.
Really, bro? That's that. You know what I mean?
It was like they didn't have no lineup. You could tell that they didn't really have.
You know why? You know why?
I do have a lot of faith though in the Xbox One X. I think it's going to be a powerhouse.
I agree.
Get the shit together, but I think they tripped up with the announcement. You know what I mean? It's like E3. What was it? 2013, 14, all over again. You know what I mean?
At least they had games then.
The launch. Yeah, they did have games, but I'm not. It was worse because like you're bringing out this powerhouse of a console. But you're showing fucking stupid ass games.
But again, you know what? You know why?
Just you know why? 4K games.
You had an opportunity to sell the console.
Listen, you know why?
Wait, hold on. Why was that, Z?
You know why they couldn't show nothing else?
Because they don't have
any third-party deals. That's why.
You know what though? But then why not show Anthem?
And I think that. Looking at this now,
I would have showed.
I think that was a strategic move on Sony part. Looking at that now, by them sewing up all the third-party marketing deals, you prevent MS from having something to sell the console from their perspective in regards to the X. I think that was a strategic move. And if it was something that they did look ahead to, they were smart than a motherfucker because they didn't have shit.
Hell yeah, because you know what happened? They know they can't throw around. Sony can't. I'm a Sony guy. They can't throw around. We got the greatest console everywhere. So what do? You take away their ammunition.
Yeah, you strip. And they exactly did that.
Exactly. The only way for you to see it now is you have to go to a Best Buy, or you're gonna have to get the console, or have a friend that has a console.
You know what? Check it out, right? I'm gonna add something to that, but my man, Xbox Juice, you the new guy. Let's get you in the conversation. Then I go. I'm crazy. I'm gonna give you guys a crazy spin. Juice, talk to me. Did you see Gamescom?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing, man.
Give me your thoughts.
It kind of. I'll see it in two ways.
Okay.
Basically, they had Gamescom hyped up for Crackdown because everybody thought that it was Crackdown multiplayer there. So they they pushed that back. They didn't have Crackdown to show, so they gave us PUBG.
Okay.
I mean, that was a good announcement. You know, I was on board with that. But like you said, the Age of Empire thing, they hyped it up to where it was like we thought it was going to come to Xbox One, even if it was something that, you know, you didn't want to play. It would have been an extra game. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of messed that up too. But all in all, I think the show was just a rehash of E3. You had the developers coming on stage. They kind of just talked briefly about the game or whatever. I was kind of let down with it. You know, I wasn't really expecting too much, probably an IP or something. I mean, that would have been too much. But, you know, I just think since they messed up the Crackdown and they saw how people reacted to the initial Crackdown video, they knew they couldn't bring that shit to Gamescom and show us some whacked out multiplayer. So they just, you know, they showed us what they can. They gave us a couple announcements with the PUBG and they try to, you know, tide that over. The Xbox One X was nice though, the Scorpio edition, and that kind of got some hype going. So I mean, I think they did, you know, they did good. They didn't do terrible, but you know, they did. I wouldn't say they did.
Andrews, hold on. I gotta take that one. All right.
I mean,
hold on. I gotta get in here on this one.
They did.
So,
they got an L on that one.
Yeah,
I got to hit you with the bruh.
They did hell of that, bro.
Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna tag it.
So
Let me tag
you
it.
said Gamescom's a rehash of E3, bro. It was so much of a rehash to use the same fucking trailers and gameplay for all their games. The only new gameplay you saw was for Cuphead.
No, it was Saving Mars.
Bro.
Trash.
That conference was fucking trash, or whatever the fuck you call it. I give
So-
that shit.
All Sony has to do is go there and show some of their third party support
They're
for Call of Duty. They're gonna
Sony
win.
wasn't even there though.
They gonna Sony gonna do like the
Sony didn't have to show up. They got all the third party
Mario did not show up and do that shit. That was bullshit.
All
They
they
didn't
gotta
have
do
to
is show
show up.
like the on Netflix on their channel, post some footage of Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty, some Destiny, put some YouTube videos up, and that's it.
I just look at it like this: Sony outplayed Microsoft with them third-party deals. It prevented them from casing those games in the best light on the most powerful console. You know what I'm saying? It prevented that.
I know they're gonna
They
be.
stripped them of their ammunition, and they don't have no first-party games
You know
to
what?
back it up.
Check it out. Wait, hold on one second. Check it out. Hey, Maslin, you give me your thoughts.
Yeah.
Before
Like,
I'm about to mess your head up with this one.
The conference was a trash sandwich hold the mayo. Like it was garbage. Like it was straight up garbage from start to finish. I fell asleep a couple times. Like I left the room, came back, and fell right back to sleep. Like it was a nap. That's what it was. It was a 45-minute nap. That's what the hell that conference was. They came on stage and they're announcing the Xbox One X. Here go the pre-orders. Buy this, buy this, buy this. We want you to buy this. We're gonna make you wait till all the way to the end of us talking for no reason so we can put this on pre-order and tell you to buy this. Meanwhile, we're gonna talk for an hour about things we're doing on PC, not on the Xbox One X, because they came out and talked about Forza 7. It's gonna be beautiful. Here's the PC settings. It'll run on these PCs. I'm trying to buy the Xbox One X. Talk about the Xbox One X. Oh, Sea of Thieves. It'll run like this on PC. And you can cross-play with Xbox people. Okay, but again, Xbox One X. Let's talk about the Xbox One X. Here goes a Minecraft bundle. It's an Xbox One S. Okay, but the Xbox One X. Are we going to talk about this at some point in time? Then in the middle where you're like, oh, we have a Project Scorpio edition coming, and then here goes a Shadow of War bundle. Here goes Shadow of War in the box of an Xbox One S and a white one at that. But nothing with the Xbox One X, even though this is going to be a third-party game that is Xbox One X enhanced to its fullest. But again, you talked for an hour. You literally mentioned the Xbox One X when you talked about that it looked good, that after you showed Major Nelson taking one out of a box, and when you said it was going on pre-order, you showed the same E3 Xbox One X trailer somewhere in the middle to remind people that it existed, but the entire conference was about things that are on the S or on PC and how they will play on those two platforms. That's literally what that entire presentation conference.
It wasn't
people
a conference.
talking for no reason. Like it was literally just people sitting on the couch talking.
It was
for
an
no
after
reason.
show like they did at E3. They did the same thing at E3 when
Yeah.
E3 ended. That's what that was.
Right, like
That's
that's
not
what I said in my
Yeah,
video. I was like,
Most of and
it's
Maslin.
on the little things.
Hey, Maslin, you said you gave the conference or whatever the fuck that was
D.
a D initially because you
Yes,
got
D.
to pre-order your X, right?
That's it. That's the only reason they got a D and not an F.
To me, that's is the reason I give them an F is because they wasted my time. I had to watch these boring interviews. They were so boring that the BGST live stream just talked about different shit because it was unwatchable. So they just wasted my time.
I don't
That's
even know
why I
why
give
they
that shit an
waited
F.
to Gamescom for the pre-orders. It made no sense. Now it
The
makes
show
no
was
sense
unwatchable.
why you
But-
waited to the big drop in the
I
pre-orders.
think they was just waiting.
What was the whole thing about announcing that game that's only coming on Windows? Though I didn't get that. Like,
Oh, Age of
People
Empires.
been wanting the Age of Empires for years.
Yeah, Age of
bro.
Empires is a pretty
That
big
is a
RTS.
no, I understand
That is a super
but
popular game,
why
It
not
is.
have it on the Xbox?
That
too,
shit is
though?
also massively fucking old.
but
You know what I'm
people
saying?
still
It's
want
like,
it, bro.
why?
People still
Yeah, but
people want
you
to
can't play it.
Hold on.
If you're gonna
I
you can't play that on
understand
your
Age
Xbox.
of
Oh, one
Empires.
time, one time,
I
one
mean,
time.
yeah, I know.
One time.
Yeah, you can't play it on your Xbox, but it's
Yeah.
it's a popular PC title, so I mean, it doesn't affect me because I
It
don't
doesn't-
even play
No,
PC. So
okay,
I wanted
doesn't-
content that was for me for the One X.
Okay.
I
Look
was
at it like this,
gonna
right?
say,
I didn't
it
get
doesn't matter. That whole conference should have been about the One X.
Facts.
In my
Period.
personal opinion.
Yeah,
The whole
you
thing
know
should
what?
have been about that.
Hey, check it out. I got a question, right? Another question, right? And again, and like I said this again. First of all, shout out everybody in the live stream, 210. Hit the like button. I'm about to get real deep on something right here, right?
Smash that like button, man.
Now, again, I will say this: since I've been doing this YouTube and stuff, I've met a few people. They know some people. They know some people. I don't really make a big deal about it because, again, it's not really a big deal with me. I never really not saying that. Not when I say this, not saying I don't care about developers. It's not, you know what I mean. But I don't look at them as celebrities. I don't. You know, I mean, it's not a big deal to me. Some people live and thrive for that thing. It's not my thing. And kudos to you. You know what I mean. I don't care about being in parties with Phil Spence and all that stuff. It's not my thing. You know. Now, with that being said, though, yes, Phil had. Yes, Phil. Oh, I have okay. You had. I never had. Okay, so I'm saying this. It's not that Sony has all the third-party marketing deals, right? That's a given. But you know what they could have done? The 100 or so games that they show that's coming to the Xbox One day one, they should have showed those before and afters of what they looked at. That's just common sense, okay?
I said that.
You know, this if you can't show again, because they showed a Tomb Raider trailer today, right? Seeing it, you know, enhanced. All you got to do again, because they did a horrible job at getting their, getting the not the core diehard Xbox about the Xbox One X. Everyone else, there's much more of them than they are us, right? Of course, pre-order sold out. Whoop-de-doo, okay? But we didn't see any really Xbox enhanced games, some older ones. Nothing. What are you doing? That's a no-brainer. Sony got the marketing deals go. You know what? This is going to be enhanced. This is going to look like right on the Xbox One X. That's all you had to do. I would rather them not have a show, honestly, than gave us that shit right there. And that thing they did today with Aaron Greenberg out there, just like Julius Caesar's, it's not Chavez, Julius Caesar, that thing, you know what I mean? Running around with the sword and they picked somebody from the crowd, they gave him a GTX 1080. What are you guys doing? Come on, man. And every exclusive that comes out on the Xbox, we have to share it with Windows 10? Like, what are you guys? You just don't care. You see, these guys are going to be here regardless. They like, come on, man. Enough is enough. I am tired of it, bro. You know what I mean? You're not some small in your $1 trillion company. Act like it, man. Like, it's too much, man. Like, and the level of damage control out here in these streets is crazy.
That was too much when they gave that dude.
You cannot
Z,
damage control
hold on.
this.
You know what I noticed? Hold on a second. You know what I noticed? I was reading some of the comment sections of some of the videos I've been watching on YouTube about the One X, and a lot of people were saying in the comment section of multiple videos, they were saying like they were more confused about the direction that the Xbox One X is going in after Gamescom, before Gamescom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They left more confused than they were coming into the conference, and a lot of people were feeling that way.
But how though? How though? You gotta explain that one to me though. Like how they
Well,
about it.
what I was reading in the comment section, that's a lot of people were saying that they were more confused than ever about the Xbox One X.
I mean,
The
because I
direction
can
the
understand
Xbox
that
One X
software-wise. software wise, because
You know,
it's like Z said, the
game plan. You know what I mean?
the exclusive is pretty much the identifies the console. You know, the console. It's you got this powerful machine here, right? And it's supposed to be the most powerful gaming machine that's out, top of the line. You should have had some software wise. You know what I'm saying? More than I'm not just talking Forza. You should have had something software wise to show off that power.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
something
totally
new.
agree.
Something to say,
like,
okay, this is what I'm purchasing this for. This is what I'm
They
getting.
didn't give
I
us
do
that.
agree
Not
with you
just
on that.
Halo,
I do
Gears,
agree
and
with you on
Forza.
that.
People know what they expect from that. Them joints been out for years. Them joints is borderline. It's saturating. You're getting tired of them. Halo.
Bro.
Oh, that's just Halo. That's just Gears.
Hey, don't see
We
that, man.
need some new content. We
Hey,
need
bro, they're gonna ban you
a
from the
piece of
church of
software
Xbox.
to
I'll say
say,
that.
hey, this is what you're paying for. This is what this fucking hardware can do. Don't just talk about it. You can talk all day. We won't prove. We want to see it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see it in no enhanced games that I got 3-4 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
They keep hyping up all the power, but they're not backing it up with any new software or anything like that.
Exactly.
No, they're
What you
not.
trying to
You
say,
can have
Coach? So you
all
trying to
the
say
power
that
in the
Xbox
world.
need an exclusive game for the Xbox One X alone? No.
No, I'm not
but
saying
they-
that for the
they need
Xbox
some
One
type
X
of
alone.
game.
No, I'm
They need a
just
new type
saying
of IP.
it could be across the Xbox One and the Xbox One S. Like I said, the engineer is the scale. So I mean,
exactly.
it's
They
going
got
to run
yeah.
the best on the One X, and then whatever the One S and the One is capable of doing, then whoever got those machines can be content with that. But I want something that, man, bro, I was looking for that. I was expecting some new content, something to like.
You got it. Age of Empire, baby.
I wouldn't expect
man.
it.
I don't want no Disneyland. I don't want no Zoo Tycoon.
They need like a new IP. And
When
they're
them
showing
Connect
it with like a
games?
cliff on the bottom.
Listen.
Saying
We going
something
back
like,
to the Connect now?
gameplay on Xbox One X.
Hey, listen, let's check it out, right? And this is what I think is crazy. And at the end of the day, right, you know, it's one thing again, like I said, you know, YouTube is entertainment and we all have fun. Like I said, next gen is a character, right? All jokes aside. But I am a gamer. I'm a consumer first, you know what I mean? So again, but I don't understand, and I think it's crazy, you know, forget trying to appease your audience. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna be with you or not with you regardless, all right? But if you want your preferred console to do better, and which I'm an Xbox guy, right? You have to speak out into the things that are not cool. My thing is what you say in the dark, brother, to me, or you know what I mean, and I'm not trying to put anybody on blast. Those know who you are. Oh, Microsoft is this. Let's say it on your channel. I'm not a priest. I don't even believe in Jesus. Don't come confessing your sins to me in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? About you cheated on your wife, and I'm sorry, you cheated on your console. Tell the world. You know what I mean? Listen, say 1,000 Hail Marys and go about your business, bro. Listen, it's time for atonement is here. If you want them to do better, listen. I listen. It's 2017, but nothing shocks me anymore, right? I said maybe it's not the contents of my character, but the color of my skin. Because these things that we're talking about now people are starting to say, I said this 2 years ago. Now again, whether you choose to still believe me or not, I know some people that know some people. And I'm telling you, all that talk about 343 can't make something else. No, it's not the truth. I know two of those guys over there personally. And when they hear people say, they say, why do you talk to those asshats? My right arm like I'm lying to my dead mother. Joking thing, what you told me, he said, why do you talk to those asshats? We don't want to just make this is not our damn game. I stayed by behind, I just had twins. I got home insurance. I got car insurance. I stayed by them because with job security.
Yep.
So when I say things like, again, when I just didn't throw this number out, when no one stays and goes put themselves $100,000 in debt to go to school just to make car games, it's the truth. Now again, when you think of Playground Studios, you think of Forza Horizon, the Horizon series. That's all that I know them for. And their next game was an RPG MMO. Come on.
Yep.
No, I hear that. I mean, the conference was trash. I mean, y'all say it was trash. You know what I'm saying? But for 3 years, haven't we been asking for power though?
Cool. No. Okay.
It's gonna take some money.
Juice, you know what, Juice? I see you gonna do this right, Juice. Juice, you about to get the wrath.
I'm just saying though.
Listen,
I'm just saying though.
We've been asking for more than power the last 3 years, bro.
We wanted power though. That's what I'm saying.
We've been asking for more than that.
Hey, but hold. This is the thing. And this is what you understand. You're right. We've been asking.
It's going to take time and development money.
No. We can do this. Listen, time and development money. We talking about Microsoft, right? But check it out, right? You're right. And here's the thing: basic business 101. You don't stop doing what you were already doing. You was giving us the game, so now you took away the games just to give us power. What about the games?
But did the Pro launch with a game?
No, listen. I'm not talking about Sony. I said, bro, I don't give a fuck about Sony, bro.
I don't give a fuck about Sony either. But see, we going.
I'm an Xbox dude. I can give. Listen, the problem. When the shit go wrong with us, well, look about. I don't care about Sony, bro. If you're happy with Lucky Tells, my man, you bought an Xbox with Lucky Tells? Is that what made you an Xbox?
Talk to him.
Hey, but
listen, you gotta get the biggest knife in the drawer and you gotta cut the bullshit out, bro. You gotta get the biggest knife in the drawer and cut the bullshit out, okay? Like, just being realistic. What do we have this holiday season? What is our big exclusive? Tell me.
We don't get it. What, Forza 7?
Wait, hold on. A better question would be, what game have we had this year? The whole fucking year.
Bro,
that's too hard. That's too hard. But listen, check it out, right?
Well, you can't really say that because you have
listen, we're gonna take a step by step. Listen, we're gonna take a step by step.
Halo Wars is trash.
Yeah, it's a very niche title.
I don't know if you agree.
That's cool. That's your thing. And I'm not.
No, I'm an Xbox guy too, man. I want to see them do good. Now, you know, I voiced my opinion on why they don't have enough exclusives and all this stuff. But for 3 years, everybody been saying, "Look, we need a powerful."
That wasn't Xbox guys. That was Digital Run out there making fun of the Xbox guys.
The problem is motherfuckers are asking for power and not for games.
You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't saying that when it came to the exclusive that it was something that needed to be launched day and date with the One X. I don't care when I don't care when it launched. It could have been another year from now. I just wanted to see something other than what they showed.
And I think they're gonna show that, but just not right now.
When? You know what I heard? You know what these Xbox guys told me? These Xbox sinners, because these guys are betraying faith here. They listen. Know what they told me? Wait to E3. So basically, I've always said the problem with Microsoft's E3, we know about everything before we get there. We know about it already. There's nothing to get excited about. Sony had their E3 last year, for example, had their E3 last year. We saw God of War, Spider-Man. We ain't know about none of those damn games, okay? Something new, something excited. So we said, well, Microsoft's not going to show you something 4 years in advance. That's not the issue. The issue is you canceling the goddamn game. You know what I mean? It gets us excited to talking about it, but just to put this in layman's terms of what I'm saying, right? Yes, you're right. Listen. I'm an American dude. I like fast cars, pretty women, and apple pie. I like beautiful fucking graphics. I'm all about hardware. You're right, okay? But on the flip side of the coin, where the hell's where's my dessert? Where's my exclusives?
It's like my mama used to say. It's like my mama used to say when she asked it's like my mama used to say when she asked one of her children to do something, you'd be like, "Mom, I'm gonna do it." Every time you ask her to do something, "I'm gonna do it." And then she look at you, one of the most ominous persons I ever know. That's how Microsoft is when it comes to the software.
You know what it is?
They the most I'm gonna do it. It's coming.
Check it out.
The Crackdown pushback was a big blow. You know
It was. That's
they
what I'm saying.
That game.
It was a big blow.
And you know what's even worse than that? Because you say Crackdown was a big blow. Look at the flip side of that coin. Your biggest exclusive for this holiday season is not even made in house. Robo Studios.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about again, right? So there's a bigger problem. So I said this before, right? About them letting go Lionhead Studios. But I'm gonna come back to this. You know what I heard again? Wait the E3. E3 came.
Wait till Gamescom.
No. It was wait. No. Don't worry about it. They coming to Comic-Con. They're gonna show some stuff at Comic-Con. So when I said, yo, Crackdown look like shit. No, because of the LCC. What? With the Gamescom, see?
The LCC.
They said with the Gamescom. Gamescom was just saying, you know what these motherfuckers are saying? Wait till the Tokyo Game Show. I got them American console.
I'm done. Hey, and you know what? That's crazy because they criticized Sony fans for doing that. Wait to this, wait to that. A greatness awaits, and this and that. And now the Xbox community is doing the same thing. It's crazy.
You've been promoting and roles have reversed.
I mean, but the pre-orders are selling out like hotcakes, so shouldn't that be a positive?
Man, shut the hell up!
Hey, TV, hey, hold on. Let me say this. I called about 7 GameStops, right, bro? No GameStop that I called had over 15 systems ready for pre-order, bro.
Oh, I got mine this morning, bro. I'm sorry.
The quantities are low.
No lie, I'm not joking.
I know some at like
25.
I know some at 35, and it depends. But the quantities was low because I saw some that only had 8.
Guess what? We don't give a fuck. We want games. That's it.
That's it. I mean, people gonna battle the machine based on the fact that they know it's powerful. They know it's gonna run the third party content the best. You know what I'm saying?
We got to channel our energy to T Reaper, right? You're an Xbox fan through and through, right?
PP, the Reaper.
Do you want to know what I think of what I?
No, hold on. Are you satisfied?
I am honestly satisfied. Yes,
I'm out of here.
But do you want to know why I'm satisfied?
Why
am I satisfied? Okay, here's why I'm satisfied. Because all my shit doesn't revolve around exclusives. I have all these multiplats that I can play. And they had and Aaron Greenberg spun that shit like a wonderful person trying to sell you something on crack. And he spun that shit at Gamescom really well. And I do not even think Evil Phil could have done it better. He was
so the damage control is ridiculous.
But it was funny because you could see he was damage controlling. You could see that Aaron Greenberg was damage controlling.
Why don't you game on PC then?
Huh? I'm not fast enough to game on PC. I fully admit that.
Okay.
So and I have a PC because I'm talking to you on PC.
Hold on, P Reaper. So why are you satisfied with less games for you?
Right.
Because my enjoyment doesn't come from exclusives unless it's Gears and unless it's Halo. Those are the only exclusives I give a damn about. Now, if it's not, and we're not in one of those years where that actually matters right now. But I am happy because my games, I shit you not, all my games are coming, and I'm going to have a fun holiday season playing all these shit.
Hey, Reaper. The damage control conference is down the hall and to the left.
I think T Reaper got a point.
Real quick though,
his preference. His
point is that?
I just gotta ask him a question. So, did you say that you were cool with Aaron Greenberg spinning something?
No, I said no. I said
you said he spun that shit like we give it
masterfully.
I don't give a damn that he spun that shit. I don't give a damn you spinning stuff. I don't even want to see
damage control.
He was spinning very fast. He was spinning in slow motion.
Did he when he was spinning you? Is that what happened? You just lost your direction?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a Trump support on the goddamn. We got a black Trump support on the juice. And we got the run-of-the-mill Trump supporter with the alternative facts. He said he did it massively,
but he totally ignoring the entire thing.
You said you was cool with him lying. Like that's what you said. You said I'm cool with he lying, but he did it well.
He was saying all these things. He
was spinning, but he was spinning in slow motion.
He was spinning it pretty well.
He was spinning in slow motion.
What I was not cool with, that I had to wait till the end of that fucking boring ass conference, and I shit you not, if that shit didn't have Shadow of War and fucking Assassin's Creed, that shit would have been dog shit. I would not have watched that.
But here's a question, right? And I want this is for Juice and TV. Just things crazy. You have icons are next to each other, right? That let me ask you this, right? At the start of this generation, maybe you can follow me this, right? And I'm not going to say when other people were in charge, would you say that we had better exclusives?
At the beginning of the generation?
Yeah.
Which generation?
I'd say we had more, yeah. Of this generation, yeah.
Okay.
The Xbox, the OG Xbox launched with a great launch lineup.
Oh, yeah,
You're talking about this generation.
Talking about the one. Yeah, I mean, I've always said that.
This Xbox, when it launched, the Xbox One, their launch lineup was good. And it's just constantly going downhill.
Okay, but I know for us, we already played those games. But for people who ain't made the jump to Xbox yet and is gonna get the Xbox One X, they got all them exclusives to go back.
But Microsoft hasn't they haven't given a reason to go out there and buy the Xbox One X, okay? Because we didn't even see the thing, we haven't seen anything in its glory.
Right.
You had a show. That's what I'm saying. You had this Gamescom thing, right? You had it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you would think that it would be all about the X. I understand the S most likely is going to be the most popular, because it's cheaper. I get that, okay? But you are launching new hardware in November. Okay? I'm an Xbox guy. Just again, so we already sold. They already have our money. They've been at our money. I get it, okay? But they did a horrible job at showing why I say not so pro Xbox guy should go out there and buy this console. I wanted to see things. I thought I was going to see what the when we did that something. They didn't show me shit. Nothing.
I agree. And do you really think that the Sony dudes went out there and bought PlayStation for all the casuals who bought the PlayStation for the pirate? They just bought it for the multiplayer. I think they bought it for
no. Listen, they bought the reason why again the PS4 sold so well. You want to keep talking bringing Sony up is that it was $100 cheaper than their biggest competitor and it was more powerful.
Yeah, Microsoft just messed up. They launched it.
I don't really think price really means jack shit because I was having this argument all day.
What are you talking about?
I don't think price means anything because if you really want something, you're gonna find a way to buy it.
Yeah,
you know what? If you listen towards the X, you get $200.
You know what? If they had priced it $100 cheaper, honestly, to tell you, these would be flying off the shelves even faster than they are now. I don't even think we'd be having this conversation. And yesterday they had a few missed opportunities. It was such a fucking snore fest. You know what they could have done just to improve the whole conference was show side by side a game running on Xbox One and a game running on Xbox One X and detail the differences. That there alone would have sold a lot of consoles.
That's what I said. I made an entire video about this bullshit conference, and that's all I said. I listened back to myself, but was it over and over again? All you had to do, literally, come out here, show every single fucking game you show running on the Xbox One X. Don't talk about PC. Don't talk about anything else. Show everything running on the X and show side by side comparisons. You don't even have to go against what is already out there. You go, this is running on the Xbox One base. This is running on the X. You didn't show anybody why this is an upgrade. We already knew it's an upgrade. We gonna buy
that Tomb Raider trailer looked amazing, even though it was alpha footage. There was still some frame rate issues in that trailer. You can see.
And when did you see that?
Guess what? It was beautiful, but it was alpha footage. You know what I'm saying?
And when did you see that trailer though?
It's out. I posted it in Bang Bang. It's out.
Yeah, I'm saying, did you see it yesterday when they were sitting on the couch talking for an hour, or did you see it a day later? That's my point.
But guess what?
You're leading up to showing me here. I can pre-order this thing, except for during this entire hour, you didn't show me why. I should do that.
Listen.
Everybody knows this thing is like a 4K concept, so everybody knows the reason to actually.
Did you hear?
That's what I'm talking
about. We know that because we be in these groups talking about it, right? We are the.
You still have people on the fence who was waiting for games.
The only problem with that Rise of Tomb Raider, guess what the problem is, bro?
It's old.
Already beat it.
Yeah, I already beat it.
What they should have done,
I haven't beat it yet.
What they should have done is took one of their flagship games, like Gears of
I
War,
knew the people who ain't never experienced
and
them.
put them side by side. That's
but it's still post up. It is an old game. Most people.
I mean, it's new. It's old to us. But to people who haven't experienced it, it's new.
For most Xbox guys, to be honest with you, it's old. For the PlayStation guys, they did get a port like a year. So for some of them, maybe they can experience it again, or they haven't experienced. But most Xbox guys, especially seeing how we didn't have a lot of exclusives, they experienced that game. I
played it a little bit, but I ain't even get that far into it.
You're in the minority with it. You're in the minority group with that. You know what I mean?
But look, Aaron Greenberg was sweating like Patrick Ewing in the fourth quarter. Right? So, as he kept on talking, and he talked about the 100 games that are enhanced, right? You couldn't show one or two or three at all.
Missed opportunity. And didn't Phil promise us that it was coming, that he was going to show us the side by side?
Yeah.
Why not use Gamescom to show that? I don't understand. What better time when all gamers' attentions are focused on you?
Was Phil even at Gamescom though?
No, he had a family issue. He said that a month ago, prior to Gamescom, he wasn't gonna be there due to a family.
But regardless, he sets the narrative, so he could tell the guys to show whatever. Come on.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, now, I don't disagree with that. Yeah.
Okay, so
I think he
wrapping
got
up
out of
PUBG wasn't big for them.
Is it wrapped up?
Okay, that was big. We'll give you that.
Yeah, it's wrapped up. People are trying to.
Actually, PUBG. Like, I'm not gonna damage control. I'm just not gonna do that shit. PUBG is a timed exclusive. Period. It's gonna come to other consoles.
Yeah,
that ain't what the developers said.
Yeah, that's not what they
Hey,
said.
if you guys pay attention.
Wait, hold on. I want to answer that.
Hold on. Let me answer real quick. Every time they talk
When a
about
developer
PUBG,
doesn't deny it, it's
Listen,
coming to another console.
hey,
He
D,
doesn't
D,
come out and say it's
D,
not.
One of the
Deep.
developers on Twitter, when the guy asks all them questions, is it going to be exclusive? Is it going to be this? Is it going to be that?
they
And
dance around it every time.
Our first
They
answer
dance around
was
it
yes.
every time.
Nuh-uh. I'm talking about on that Twitter screen that
Post up,
everybody
I did
got going
see that.
around.
You say yes. Yep.
She said when he asked all the questions about it being exclusive, is it coming to any other is it not going to any other console like that? The first thing she said was yes. Period. And then after that, she explained why she said yes, which was we want to focus on Xbox and PC. And people were even trying to take that and spin it. It was something
Yeah, they
you ask a
reaching,
person
man.
multiple questions,
I
and
don't
her
know.
first answer is yes. And then she expect that means yes, everything you said is true, and this is why it's true. I don't understand why people
Yeah,
try to
I didn't.
But I was watching.
I didn't get that from that. I didn't get it. I don't take it like that.
I was
I took
watching.
it like she was dancing around it. And
She
saying
was.
They're
Yeah,
working
it's
on.
not.
They're
Time
working on Xbox and PC first. And
Okay,
Microsoft
hold on. I
is
think I
helping
have
them.
the answer.
Even
I have the answer for
Microsoft,
you guys.
Let him read it. Hold on.
says that it is a launch console exclusive.
Hold on. Let
Change that.
Kinda like that
Nichols read it.
If it's a
They
console,
changed that.
that means it ain't going to.
The end of the trailer said Xbox One exclusive.
Hold
Hold
on. They were right. It was a timed exclusive, but seeing the success of PUBG, they're probably thinking
They
we're going
went
to
back to the
extend
time.
this to time exclusive, right? And if it's very profitable, then they'll just lock it up.
Yeah.
They went
That's
beyond
just a
just
I think
getting
they
the
already
time
locked it
exclusive.
up. They-
They
They're
went
going
back
to
and
lock
said
this
we
up,
finna
guys.
publish
I
this.
highly doubt
And at
it'll
the
come
end
to
of that
PlayStation.
trailer, it said X1 exclusive, not console.
Exactly.
Exclusive.
They're
It said
going to make this
exclusive.
thing exclusive. They just want to
When they
test it.
seen them do 7 million in 4 months, 8
Look,
million,
here's the question,
you
right?
think,
Here's the
man,
thing.
it better
Here's
not
the
be
thing.
that stupid.
Here's the thing, right? Even so,
Hopefully.
listen. Even with the what do you call it? The what do you call that thing? PUBG, right? If this is the deal, right? You know what would have been cool if they would have showed even that on the Xbox One S, and that again, if this is exclusive, whatever the case may be, running on the S and the X. I mean, again, if this show today was supposed to be all about the X, they did a horrible job at that. That's not even no damage control. They did a horrible. Listen, we ain't gonna go out and buy.
Look, I ain't damage controlling the press conference.
I want to point this out too. People saying, "Oh, because Microsoft is going to be publishing the game," they also published Tomb Raider, and Tomb Raider is on the other console, so that doesn't mean anything.
And
being
they
honest.
learned from that.
Oh, man.
I don't know,
really
man.
don't. I
Let
think
it
it's
just go
coming
away.
soon. I'm just going to keep
Yeah.
it.
And it's much
I'm
more
not
to keep
even
Tomb Raider as an
pleased
exclusive
with the
than this
publishing.
fucking PUBG.
I agree with D,
Until they
'cause-
explicitly come out and say it's not going to be on the
So,
PS4,
Yeah.
expect it to be on it down the line.
Yeah, but didn't you
Yeah, I
also
could agree
say
with that.
like Microsoft is publishing this, so that's going to speed up the process of bringing it to the Xbox?
But
That is
Microsoft,
very
like I said, Microsoft published Tomb Raider. If it
But
wasn't,
they also
Microsoft,
published
it
Mass
would be
Effect
Tomb Raider.
back in the day, and that didn't go to the PlayStation until EA went back to Microsoft and did a deal with them.
Yeah,
but
and
we have
more like
to
that
judge
effort?
them on the most recent game, and the most recent game that they did that with was Tomb Raider, and it did appear on the PS4.
Well,
Until
maybe this is going to
I'm
be like
being
a
honest, until
Titanfall.
Microsoft says this game is not going to be on the PS4, I would take it as a timed exclusive.
Yeah,
All right.
Well,
I got a
maybe
question.
this will
I
be
can
like
agree
a
with that. I can agree.
Titanfall type of
Yeah.
situation where
Let me ask you
you
guys.
know part 1 will be on Xbox, but if they ever come out with
Yeah, and
part
then they
2,
went ahead and
Yeah,
made
Mike,
sure it was locked down
I got a
forever.
question.
They
for you
better
guys.
wrap that boy up.
I got a question, right? Us Juice, okay? So he gonna join Prime Time with all this goddamn damage control. Piece of shit. Listen, right?
I ain't damage controlling though. I'm just speaking.
Let me ask you a question. So, what makes you so optimistic to still have faith in the Xbox brand for all those guys? What is it? Because was it that Disneyland 4K enhanced?
It's the One X, man. What else? I mean, shit. They got a new console coming out that's what 2 to 3 times more powerful than anything else, except for like whatever PC you got in your house. You know, and I think the games are coming. They didn't cancel Crackdown. They just pushed it back, probably to make it look better. Now I'm disappointed with that they didn't show nothing on the multiplayer. But I mean, honestly,
games are coming and what games are
We have optimism on this.
exactly. I'm not going to sit here and just be like, "Oh, it's over. Just sell Microsoft."
Microsoft didn't waste all that money on R&D building this machine and all this.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
I say by E3 next year is really when you're going to see Microsoft in their full stride. They're going to be running on all cylinders by next E3.
Okay,
I don't understand why Microsoft trying to
one at a time. What happened? What you about to say?
I don't understand why we're so worried about it at the same time, because to be honest with you, what does Sony have coming up this holiday? They don't have anything coming up this holiday. Everything is coming out next year.
I don't care what Sony has. Even if they did, that doesn't affect me because I don't game on the PS4 platform.
If you look at it, though, let me just say one thing. If you look at it, Microsoft trying to play the game a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to let the exclusives come out right now because Sony got all the exclusives built up for the early next year. So they're going to let the multi-plats come out. It's going to look better on the X. And then they're going to push their exclusives for like early next year.
Okay. You know what? Listen, I'm going to say this. I'm going to be honest with you. You know what bothers me?
Sony got a spring lineup too.
Yeah, they do. And I'm be honest with you.
Exactly, but that's why you gotta have some shit to go up against that.
But listen, I'm just being realistic here. As an Xbox guy, Sony's exclusives for 2018 is better than Microsoft's. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Now, with that being said, though, right? You know what? Why I'm concerned about this direction of Microsoft? Okay, 2017, right? And I'm talking about knowing your core. Super Lucky Tales. These aren't games that Xbox guys play. Voodoo Vince, Phantom Dust, like these decisions that were made for
but PUBG is though.
Okay, cool. These decisions for these games here, okay, and we couldn't get a true reboot of fucking Phantom Dust. You put that out in the original assets, or even to take the money to whatever and fucking 4K enhanced Disneyland. And when Shannon Lawson takes the stage, when this is for the cat, what are we doing?
Well, now I don't agree with all they moves, but I think they're doing a little bit better.
No, I mean this shit was horrible, bro.
You know what it is too? You talk about what Sony has.
You got to do console coming out.
Wait, let me explain.
What glasses you got on? Juice or what juice you drinking?
Someone said before. What exclusives Sony has. Sony has all the third party locked up for this holiday season. So you're going to see bundle packages. You're going to see. I know they're going to come out with a PlayStation 4 Pro custom, say like Call of Duty console package. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see a price drop. So Sony's going to be good this holiday season. The thing is, what is Microsoft going to be pushing?
Well, I'll say this: when the Xbox One X comes out, and all these multi-plastic all these multi-plats that we're talking about, I'm going to be streaming them on my Xbox One with 4K 60 frames per second with HDR. And you know what? Somebody out there is going to say holy shit, you know what? It doesn't look like that on my PS4. And that's also going to be a factor.
That 3D audio and that Dolby Atmos.
Yeah, and that's fine. But the problem is Microsoft needs to do that they damn self.
Yeah, right.
Like no matter what,
we're going to have digital.
We are gonna do all of that. We are gonna stream this. We're gonna like, yo, this looks dope. We gonna make videos about it. It's gonna be fly. All of that is gonna happen. However, Microsoft is the one that needs to say that to everyone in existence, because right now. We got this 300 people watching us. Hit that like button. But those 300 people, they tell 300 people. That's 600 people they told. But Microsoft reaches millions of people a day. YouTube, commercials, instantly. Microsoft needs to be the one screaming, this is the best. Here's what it looks like. We can't be the only ones doing it. Microsoft needs to step up and do their own damn advertising.
We're also gonna have Digital Foundry though. Don't forget that Digital Foundry, when the X comes out, they are protecting side by side.
Can I say something?
That's also gonna.
Hold on 1 second. Hold up, D. We talking about the same Digital Foundry, right? What's Sony's big game? This came out, Hellblade. That the game runs at a dynamic 900p that drops to 720p. Did they barely mention at the end of the video?
Yeah, but
I don't have no faith in Digital Foundry.
No, next gen, no. In all honesty, there's going to be a disparity that it's going to be undeniable. To be completely honest with you,
they got
a quick point. We are in a minority group of hardcore gamers that go out and read the Kotakus and research this and look up that and watch Digital Foundry. little Timmy isn't going to be doing that. The average, casual gamer isn't
That's what I'm trying to
as
say.
deep as us into the gaming. They walk into a GameStop, they see a PlayStation 4 Pro with Call of Duty on it. $50, $100 cheaper. I'll get that. That's all my point is. Everyone says, "Oh, it's going to be show Digital Foundry this and that." Not everyone is into it as deep as we are.
Well, apparently
I understand. Yeah, I understand that. But let me just say one thing: like you walk into the store and you see the most powerful console ever under this Xbox One X, and then you look at something else, and then you can see the difference right there in the store. Ain't you gonna be like, shit, that looks like 10 times better? Why don't I get that?
I got a question from Jason Ailey. Shout out to Jason Ailey, just dropped $5 in the super chat.
Shout out, Jason. What up?
He said, "What if Xbox players don't buy or support PUBG?" And I said this before. Microsoft,
Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they?
That's a good question.
It's a what if.
Because here's the thing. Not everybody is what you call the hardcore. Microsoft needs to do some bonus with this thing. If they're getting behind it, publish it, even maybe do a retail copy. You know what I mean? Because not everybody goes, with the like I said, not everyone's going to know about it. You know what I mean? They need to, like same thing with EA Access. Not people don't know what the hell EA Access is. You know what I mean? Microsoft has to do a better job at marketing this stuff, and they do a horrible job. You know what I mean?
I'm with you with that. They do need to clean up the market.
I will say this though, with all things considering, the pre-orders are going well. So like yesterday, I was working, so I really couldn't watch the conference, but I kept myself posted. And as soon as I saw that the Xbox One X Scorpio Edition was available, I pre-ordered it. 5 minutes later, I wanted to go back in because I needed to get another one, and it was already sold out. Fortunately for me, the Microsoft Store called me, and I was able to pre-order another one. Now, this morning, I was doing a video on my channel saying, about it being #1 on Amazon's bestseller list in both Canada and the US. And as I was doing that video, I was saying, yeah, you guys can still pre-order it on Amazon. As I was doing that video, it's sold out again. So this console, a lot of people are interested in this console, all things considering. So,
but you know what too? These stores are getting like GameStop's getting like 8. I'm not downplaying how good they're doing.
Okay, but even
getting like 8. You know what I mean? So
even so, I went to GameStop today, and they told me that today that they got more pre-orders allocated, so they opened up more. And okay. Let's say GameStop doesn't get as much. You got the Amazons, you got the Walmarts, these big chains. They're gonna get a lot of them. They're not individual stores. As a whole chain, they're gonna have a lot of them.
Not only that is the reason why you're getting small quantities because they initially put out the Project Scorpion, which is the limited edition version. So you're not gonna see that in big quantities.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah,
the regular one. You know what I'm saying? They're just giving people the opportunity to try to grab it first.
But as far as the number one on the Amazon seller list, man, you can't. I mean, of course, it's gonna be #1 on Amazon, #1 selling. It's brand new hardware, brand new tech. I would that should have been a gimme.
But it's #1 by far. All the other consoles are trailing really far behind.
I have a question.
Yes, they are.
All right.
Wait. Can I make a quick point?
Go.
So we're talking about North America, right? But this is selling out worldwide.
Yeah.
That's what's impressive. And even Jez Gordon said this quantity was supposed to last roughly a week. It didn't even last a full day.
That's good.
I saw that report. He was also saying that it's well exceeded what they expected it, like well exceeded.
Okay. Yeah, but again, I expect the again, like I said, it's how it's going to do after even the horrible. I'll give you an example. As bad as the Xbox One's E3 2013 was in the reveal, it's still damn near so. It's almost beat Sony in November, but it came out in November 26th. Only had like 2-3 days on the market. Sony, but then they still won December's NPD. You know what I mean? All new hardware against us. Well, it's going to be the following year. You know what I mean?
That's how the Porter Rock.
Yeah,
that hardware got them shook.
You know what's crazy?
Porter Rock put up a video that it's not going to be the #1 seller in November. I don't know what he's on. When it's outselling, when it's the #1 seller right now, you think when it comes out in November, it's not going to be #1. You think the other console's going to be? Come on, that's a given. That's
it's going to do like 400K, bro.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy too? The Pro didn't do that good at all. Because
it did terrible.
My brother was able to walk in like 4 days later and get one like nothing.
Because it was weak. It was a weak upgrade.
Yeah. So this is definitely.
We have to remember, Porter Rock does have kind of a point because it's going to be marketing versus a new console. We'll see which one can win. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see nonetheless.
Yeah, but how many people too are also buying multiple consoles?
That's got like Switches with anything. It's going to sell well.
I've seen a whole bunch of people say they're getting multiple ones for their.
I got 3 of them. I bought 3 of them.
Okay, Microsoft, thank you. Here's a
Yeah,
question.
I've seen some people who brought like 2 and 3 of them.
Yeah,
No,
I
they're
bought
already
two.
going. They're already
I
going
bought
for
two.
like a.
So I just bought one, and I'm gonna trade in the Xbox One S.
Okay.
And get the
I've
200.
seen them on eBay. I've seen them on eBay right now for like 1,500 a G. You know, for the Scorpio edition. You know,
I have a
already.
question for you guys. Moving right on. Okay, we passed Microsoft. Gamescom, we're done. Sony teased that they have a new hardware announcement. Now, we did a show about this about 3 weeks ago. When they asked
What the fuck?
when they asked, huh?
Did y'all see? Hey, did y'all see that shit? Wait, hold on. Did y'all see that the Shenmue 3 trailer?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, bro, this shit looks horrible.
Oh, I'm gonna see it now.
It looks trash. It looks like absolutely.
Yeah, I was on the Gab, man. They was like those faces.
Z, going back to.
We might have to share our screen and watch this one.
What they were saying that they're teasing of showing some new hardware. Now the guy from Sony, I forgot his name. Anyway, one of the head honchos over there, when he was asking about the PS5, he said he's not ruling out a PS4 upgrade to the PS4 Pro. Now, it seemed like right after the announcement, or that the Xbox One X was selling that way, Sony and following, which is smart of them. Come out.
Yeah, they're just trying to sap themselves. That's all.
Yeah, teasing that they have a new hardware announcement. What do you guys think about that?
I'll say this: if Sony releases new hardware, they fucking lose. The gamers are not going to put up with that. The PS4 Pro just launched.
I wouldn't buy it.
It's not even a year old. How could you buy that hardware and believe it and have faith in Sony?
And have faith in it. Exactly.
I don't think it's new hardware. I think it's smoke and mirrors.
Smoke and mirrors.
Just designed to take attention off the One X. It might be a custom Pro or something like that with some type of limited edition Pro or something. I don't think it's because the way the red curtain was sitting on it, you knew it was something big.
The only thing that it could possibly is
one.
what Z touched on earlier in the year, a PS4 Pro with a 4K Blu-ray player. That's the only thing that I could think.
But you should have had that in the first place.
Yeah.
The advertisements for that. I think it's either going to be two things. Either you're going to see a Switch type handheld, or if you read the caption on the bottom, it says we're gearing up for a new announcement. That gearing word, I think it's going to be a Gran Turismo Pro bundle type thing.
No, it's gonna be a PSVR Slim. Watch.
I just think exactly what post up there. They're trying to take the attention away from the X because they saw the pre-orders and the numbers coming out, so they just we're about to have a PS5 announcement.
Yeah,
watch it be a handheld.
I could see them just throwing up a logo PS5 coming 2019.
Yeah, exactly.
Because by you not,
how is that being a douche when Microsoft did the same type of thing when they heard the Pro was dropping? They just announced the
Scorpio was leaked.
2019 is like 2 years away.
It was leaked. The Scorpio was leaked
way before Neo.
It was leaked. You know what I'm saying?
But Sony, Sony. Jesse, you're more of a Sony guy. How would you feel about them releasing a PS4 Pro? Would you buy it?
Honestly, yeah.
It's a slap in the face.
That's it. That is a slap in the face.
But to me, I'm only saying that because money's not a thing for me, But for someone else, I can see how that's bullshit. I don't think it's arrogant or like a dick. I'm just saying, for me, I would do it because I'm into that. I'm a tech guy. Yeah, I would buy it. Would I be a little uptight? Yeah, I'd be a little tight, but
I'll say this. I have the same issues with you. I'm money's not the issue. Like I just got a freaking OLED and a KS. And I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't get it because
I don't use my
they're not. It just shows that they're not dedicated to the hardware. It just shows that they're out just to get money, and it's not a good look for gamers. I'm just being honest.
I'm feeling it's going to be a handheld, like a Switch with just the OG PS4 power. I mean, guessing. If I had to guess, I think it's going to be a handheld.
That'd be dope.
If it's going to be hardware.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't see it. If they drop a Pro, that's the stupidest thing they could do, to be honest. And I'm a Sony guy. It's dumb. Why would you do that? That's literally a slap in your face to your hardcore fans.
Yeah, exactly.
But I wouldn't mind having a Switch type device with PlayStation 4 power, maybe a little bit underneath it. You know what I mean? Where I could play Call of Duty on the go. You know, I
If they
wouldn't
do
mind something
that,
like that.
if they do that, that just means they gimp the development of the PS4 Pro, and then they're gonna give you another little small enhancement after that. That just means they already had that in the works. That's a slap in the face. If
Yeah,
they
because remember you seeing Yoshida in those pictures at the Switch conference taking pictures of everything.
Uh-huh.
You know, so I wouldn't be surprised if it is hardware that. You know,
I mean, if y'all don't think these companies know what each other are doing, then that's crazy, man.
They do business with the same people.
I honestly do think
they all, at the end of the day, they all have the same common goal. You know what I'm saying? In regards to gaming as a whole, they all have the same common goal. So to think they don't, you know, behind the scenes, what was the odds of both choosing AMD, the same graphics chipset, that's pretty much the same CPU? You know what I'm saying? These if y'all don't think it's bigger than us in regards to them as corporations, because them as corporations all have the same goal, and especially in this gaming industry, they all have the same common goal. So they're gonna work together behind the scenes.
It's different in the tech industry, though. They want to win, bro. Microsoft got a history in America that people don't even really like Microsoft like that.
Yeah,
that's what they got to fight against too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's why I mean Microsoft. I think a lot of Microsoft flack comes from what they did in the OS side in regards to Windows, and people carry that disdain for them over into the Xbox.
Exactly.
That's why a lot of these blogs and a lot of these journalists,
they just don't like it just because it's Microsoft. You know,
exactly.
They don't know what product it is. It's just Microsoft on it. They don't like the shit.
Yeah. And I gotta be honest, like if they release a Pro, wherever the fuck they're releasing, it's just too much hardware now. Like you're running into hardware saturation or whatever. I think you said that post up. Yeah. It's gonna feel like Sega, if anything, at that point.
I just can't get with that. Hey, you copping that Pro?
But you guys wouldn't mind if it was a really powerful handheld, like what the Switch should have been.
I don't have a problem with that.
Would you be down with
that? I always wanted Microsoft to dabble in that from an Xbox perspective.
Because remember the PSP was the shit. They fucked up big time.
The Vita was a fuck up.
With the Vita,
and Go was unheard of. Like
the Go was oh my god, that was abortion.
Yeah, that was bad. But hey man, I just watched that Shenmue 3 trailer while you guys were discussing, and I gotta say, if you don't complain about the facial animations, you guys are gonna be fucking hypocrites.
I'm gonna check that out after
Andromeda, but my god, this is bad.
It's very stiff, very very stiff.
Oh god,
it's trash.
It looks clean and
you might have to your screen for this bullshit, bro. I guarantee you.
But
it's worth it.
Facial animations,
it's worth it, bro.
Oh, I seen it. Well, I don't think that was Chinese or black. I don't what they like. Oh man, I seen it. Yeah, it was horrible.
You guys have to check it out of the show, man. It's unbelievable.
But like I said, at the end of the day, all jokes aside, I just hope Microsoft, again, you're listening, that, get all the damage with you guys must do better. And again, what made me an Xbox fan wasn't games like Super Lucky Tales or, I don't know, this is direction. You know what I mean? The fact you would spend money on a 4K in Disneyland, like to me, you just have I don't know, like, who's going to buy the Xbox?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of feeling Super Lucky Tales. I mean, it's not like a major, title, but I want to play it. I'm not going to front.
I'm not knocking those that do, but to green like that and cancel other stuff, that's what I'm in agreement with. Okay, if you had that as extra, fine, but we don't have any extra. That is the main course, and that's what I have an issue with. You know what I mean? But like I said, because we've been here for about an hour and a half, thank you guys for rocking out with Xbox Beast Fire.
Go ahead, hit that like button, man. Get us
That's that rapper.
You know what I mean? Post up D, Jesse, damage controlling ass TV.
Damage control.